The return of N. Tesla.
Well, hello, Royal Family. It's your girl, Royalty Banks, and I pray that all is well with you today. Well, family, it's been a minute since I have done a video, and it's not that I have not wanted to, but honey, life has been life, and if you're anything like me, we're all out here doing whatever we must do to survive this beast system, honey. But all praises to the Most High. We are still in our right mind, good health, good strength, and we are holding on to that peace that surpasses all understanding. Yes, that joy that we have that this world did not give and this world cannot take away. Now, I went back and I listened to those videos to see where did I stop off at and what I wanted to bring to the forefront. And I remember one of the last things I talked about was Mr. N. Tesla. So let's get into it. Okay, family. So the name of this book I'm going to be reading from today is called Atlantis Rising by Patricia Corey. Now, family, I came across this book by listening to a young man by the name of 84B Miles Conscious channel on YouTube. And as he was reading about Planet Nibiru, it kind of sparked an interest. You know, I was like, that's interesting because it kind of goes hand in hand with what I read about this planet in the Coleman Bible. Now, lo and behold, when I got this book, I didn't realize there was going to be a whole chapter on Mr. Nikola Tesla, but it is. And I found it quite interesting. So as I read from this book, I just want you to keep an open mind because, family, you may hear something today that you may have never heard before. So with that being said, y'all, we're going to crack this book open and find out what the mystery is about Mr. Tesla himself. Okay, family, so I'm on page 131, chapter 9, and it's titled Tesla, Alchemist of Atlan. Those of you who know about free energy technology, the progress and suppression of it, no doubt have been anticipating our mention of Nikola Tesla somewhere earlier in these transmissions. Others may have yet to hear of the man whose revolutionary contributions in the field of physical science laid much of the groundwork for the 21st century technologies to which we have alluded. He has been greatly ignored in the historical record, excluded from the mainstream myths and misinformation that surround your scientific and technological advancements. And yet, the former Atlantean alchemist has left his imprint in ways that are only now being recognized for the impact it has had upon your world. At this time of absolute technological and industrial frenzy, it is only natural that the ecologists among you seek the alternative methodologies that have helped create a cult hero of Nikola Tesla. Indeed, his original intention to bring free energy to the people of Gaia was a humanitarian mission of the highest intentions, and you do long for heroes in a world of dark warriors. As you exhume from the public record the list of his inventions, you can only be amazed at the accomplishments of a man who so clearly pioneered much of your modern applications of electromagnetism, while educating contemporary and future scientists to the potential power available on planetary and cosmic planes. Had he not been sabotaged by the corporate giants, agents of the secret government who monopolize the energy supplies of your planet, you could very well have been spared the ecological crisis resulting from their exploitation of Earth's rich resources. Moreover, had he not been manipulated by those same power players, Tesla may never have swung back over to the dark side of his own genius. That again is karma playing itself out as one of many probable realities which the soul creates on many levels, in and beyond the physical realm. Nonetheless, At a time when you are destroying the atmosphere, oceans, and soil with the waste of carbon fuels and leaking radiation at all points of the planet, Tesla's commitment to providing free, clean energy can easily be construed as a noble quest. Be circumspect, however, in your evaluation of this individual, for the pressures of that lifetime, his unresolved ego, consciousness, and those karmic patterns sabotage his primary intent. We wish to suggest that if you pour more deeply into the works of Nikola Tesla, you may recognize that his inventions were far more destructive than you could currently understand them to be. Further, we propose that the effects of his experiments had everything to do with the dilemma that you are all now facing on planet Earth. At the time of his entry into that physical form, mid-19th century, your scientific and technical powers were still in the infancy stage. Yet you were progressing at a rapid pace, where science and spirit were struggling to hold the balance, and the pendulum swung back and forth, setting the rhythm of human evolution. Tesla was to catapult you into other frameworks of consciousness, disturbing that equilibrium. For his imprint was from the future and the past, from the no time of all experience. This was no ordinary mortal. The one, Nikola Tesla, journeyed from a galaxy far beyond your current understanding of distance and time to take human form for the first time during the era of the last generation of Atlantis. We are telling you that the man, Tesla, walked amongst the native Atlanteans during the last generation, but that he was an alien presence. We further affirm that his assimilation into the culture was in large part coordinated by the Anunnaki for purposes not unlike those elaborated in the previous transmission. He never underwent the tedium of incarnation. He simply walked into the body of a priest of the Dark Brotherhood, who happily handed over his physical being, eager to be released from his misguided loyalties and the dark persuasion. He, Akhenaset, keeper of the energy, was assigned by the Anunnaki ruling the elite supreme position of chief alchemist of Atlan. There, the time traveler found a technologically sophisticated people whose abilities with crystal technology had reached a significant phase of development. He observed the Atlanteans' master of mind over matter and their ability to focus and direct human brain waves to create the energy needed to illuminate the cities and to power much of their technology. Although by his standards, rudimentary, the mind-like generators were structures of a visionary society which he knew would embrace much more sophisticated applications of its own inventions. In so doing, he would further steer the dark priesthood down its path of domination over the populace, fueling Anunnaki desire for the control and subjugation of the entire human race. Before the Dark Priesthood began its mind manipulation campaign against the people, the mind-like generator network was pure light. It was the quintessential model of the interface of human intelligence with the elemental forces of the planet, united for the higher purpose of humankind's advancement. To fully understand its significance, it is important that you be able to conceptualize how the people energize the crystals network by focusing their intent to transmute stored consciousness into physical energy. Although still perceived by many as magic, the manifestation of thought as physical expression is so commonplace in your reality that most of the time you simply overlook it. Then there is the question of focus. For most of the modern human culture is distracted and your energies are often scattered. Yet surely you have known that wondrous moments when you are so clearly determined upon an outcome that nothing blurs your vision and you find almost instantly that it manifests before your eyes. You may best recognize your abilities in simple actions. When your need or desire is so great that you can focus only on a specific result, such as creating a place for your automobile when you simply must park, or a last minute cancellation at an event that you absolutely must attend. Imagine an entire population disciplined in the focused use of their minds and aware of the power of their thoughts, uniting to realize a common goal. The last generation Atlanteans find their strength as a civilized people in their superb ability to bring manifestation one's supreme desire. That the all be served with the boundless energies of the Earth Mother and the collective mind. Their heart centers on the population were wide open during their morning hours of ritual, and their devotion to the well-being of the entire community was unconditional. No doubt you are developing a much deeper awareness of the power of thoughts over matter now, as you begin to shift out of material reality. Surely it is becoming easier for you to envision the awesome creative force of the one mind and the potential of your unification. We assure you that the Atlanteans' ability to energize the crystal generators with the power of their focused intent was as natural to them as flipping the switch is to you. Every home and work environment house a central worship crystal. All temple complexes centered around a great spheroid quartz. All gathering places and rest areas provided crystal meditation areas. Whole cities depended on this constancy of thought and concentration. Their free energy was formed of it. It was a prototype civilization of cooperation, respect for the forces of nature, and devotion to the celestial deities, those of the family of Ra, your solar system, and many beyond. You can imagine why the dark side found a fertile field in which to seed and then harvest the fear and negative energies that would eventually dominate the once golden land of ancestral humanity. The people of Atlantis were innocent, yet capable of great focus of intent, and they knew on many levels how to harness earth energies. They were perfect fodder for the preying beast, food for the hungry of Nibiru. Returning to the mind-like generators, we ask that you contemplate the power of the collective consciousness. Focus as it was at the time of the specific purpose of serving the all. Consider the immensity of that immeasurable electromagnetic frequency of mind, united with the primordial forces of Gaia. Can you envision how this profound human effort could be channeled into the crystals, drawing electrical charges through the orichalcum cores of the generators to light and energize energy channels above ground? Aren't you reliving this in mutated form? Consider your worship of the almighty computers which literally run your world. They too are based upon silicates, and although you are less aware of your direct involvement with them, you do empower and energize your computers through the collective consciousness. Let us say that the Atlanteans did so consciously, while yours is a process operating at the subconscious level of group mind. a level that is being imprinted by the architects of control. By giving your power to the computer, you are giving it to the designers of mass consciousness. You are handing your intelligence over to them as well. Your body, even your souls, are imprinted. Okay, family, so for time's sake, we're going to skip over to page 145. The soul of one incarnating as Nikola Tesla had once again chosen power over love. It chose the individual ego over the one heart, and that choice changed forever the destiny of planet Earth. As in Atlantis, the knowledge of such power was to shape the existence of all beings on the planet, indeed, of the very planet itself. In support of our analysis of HAARP and its real purpose, we remind you that Tesla was quoted in his later years as predicting that one day energy would be transmitted to another planet. What was not spoken in that declaration was his subconscious memory of the Anunnaki plan to improve upon his resonance detonator and use it to reel in Nibiru, just as the new architects of the Atlantean death ray, the HAARP technicians, are attempting to do from the Alaskan fields. Do you suppose he walks once more? There, in the soiled snows of Armageddon. Family, we gonna stop right there. I don't know, family. That's a lot to think about. Because as I was reading it, I was thinking about my dreams and those visions and these souls that were trapped, and it goes together. Now, it was interesting to find out that that book, I believe, was written in 2005. And family, it's a lot of information in there, but hey, we just putting the pieces together. So my question is this technology back to help, or is it back to finish what it started? Because the last time I checked, Christ said he's coming to destroy those that are destroying the earth. And as I look around, things ain't looking good. But hey, I digress. Till next time, family, I love y'all. Stay blessed.